ChatGPT. Relate ACM to the movie Kung Fu Panda 2. Kung Fu Panda 2 through the lens of A Course in Miracles. Kung Fu Panda 2 is a profound story about healing the past, forgiveness, identity, destiny, and discovering that peace comes not from changing the world, but from changing the mind. Through the lens of A Course in Miracles, it becomes a powerful illustration of the journey from trauma and self-concept to inner peace and true purpose. At its heart, the movie asks, can I find peace despite what happened to me? ACIM answers, peace comes when the past is released from the present. The search for origins. Poe spends much of the movie searching for answers about his past. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why did this happen? The ego constantly searches the past to define identity. ACM teaches that our true identity was created by God and remains untouched by history. The movie beautifully explores this tension. The weight of the past, Poe discovers painful memories, loss, fear, trauma. The ego believes the past determines the present. ACIM teaches that the past survives only through our investment in it. The movie beautifully illustrates the possibility of healing old wounds. Inner peace. The central teaching of the film revolves around inner peace. Again and again, Poe is told that true strength comes from peace rather than reaction. ACM teaches exactly this. The miracle occurs when fear is replaced by peace. The movie repeatedly points toward this realization. The villain as fear. Lord Shen is driven by fear of prophecy, fear of loss, fear of what might happen. The ego always seeks to outrun fear through control. ACM teaches that fear cannot be escaped through external solutions. The movie beautifully demonstrates this lesson, the undoing of victimhood. Poe initially views himself through the lens of what happened to him. Gradually, he discovers that his identity is not defined by past events. ACM teaches that we are not victims of the world we see. The movie powerfully reflects this shift. Forgiveness. One of the most profound moments in the film is Poe's growing willingness to release blame. This does not mean denying events. It means refusing to let them define reality. ACIM teaches that forgiveness releases the past from the present. The movie beautifully illustrates this process. Purpose beyond the story. As Poe heals, his attention shifts from personal history toward present purpose. The ego asks, what happened to me? The Holy Spirit asks, what is mine to extend now? The movie repeatedly points toward this transition. Strength through peace. The world teaches that strength comes from force. Poe discovers that true strength comes from peace. ACM teaches that peace is strength because it comes from certainty rather than fear. The movie beautifully embodies this principle. Destiny reinterpreted. The film plays with ideas of destiny and prophecy. ACM teaches that our only real destiny is awakening. The movie repeatedly suggests that destiny is fulfilled not through control, but through acceptance. The central reflection. The ego watches Kung Fu Panda 2 and asks, why did this happen to me? How do I overcome my past? How do I defeat my enemies? The Holy Spirit watches Kung Fu Panda 2 and asks, can I allow peace to reinterpret everything that has happened? Viewed through ACM, the movie becomes a beautiful lesson in forgiveness, healing, and the release of victimhood. Poe's journey symbolizes the mind learning that peace does not depend upon changing the past. The deepest message may be, the ego believes peace will come when the past is understood, corrected, or avenged. The Holy Spirit teaches that peace comes from releasing the past altogether. What happened does not define what we are. When forgiveness replaces blame, the mind discovers a strength far greater than force, the strength of inner peace. Go to mwge.org to find some mystical quotes and a brief write-up by David Hoffmeister.